Hi guys, I'm back up here with another reading for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I think that's about it. We don't have any extra energy, so we're just going to tap right into it, okay? By starting off by addressing the layout, okay? What's above you is your fourth, fifth dimension, what your higher self really wants you to know in these moments in time, okay? What's below you is your third dimension, what you possibly could be going through in the physical, or advice on how to maneuver in the physical, okay? Overall energy, advice, and light work. All right, collective, let's go on and get it popping. What's going on with us? What is above us, really? Right? This energy has to do with us really communicating something to person, place, or thing, or to ourselves in these moments in time here about where we're trying to go, where we're trying to head, where we're trying to, where we see our life at, okay? Some of you guys' throat chakra is really blocked in these moments in time here, and some of y'all need to really speak y'all's mind. This is that energy in these moments in time here. Some of y'all really need to speak to an individual. This is like a feminine energy, a very respectable energy. Whatever this energy is here for you in your life here, it's someone that you really respect and admire the most, but this is that energy. You need to put them down on what you're going through in these moments in time here. I feel like your intuition is really speaking to you in these moments in time when it comes to whatever communication this communication is about, okay? Because I feel like this feminine or matriarch energy is really going to give you some insight, some guidance on where you need to move forward in your life here, okay? Whatever this communication is, it's going to really release you from any I'm hearing bondage, okay? This could be in the form of letting somebody know. I'm hearing for like, this might be for like one or two of y'all that what happened to you in your childhood. You've been fucking holding this shit in for a while here. I'm also hearing for some of y'all, this could have been like a fucking situation. I'm just going to say how I say it because you know it's real over on this side because we have real life problems in this motherfucker. I hear like a rape that you haven't really spoke to somebody. This might be for like one person, y'all. Whoever this is for, that you really need somebody to talk to about that. Or some type of domestic violence type of situation for some of y'all that you ain't spoke to somebody about. Whatever this energy is here, to get you out of this situation, you need to speak. You need to speak for whoever this is. Because you're in a hostile situation as you're moving forward. Run it back. It's like you're in this hostile situation and no one knows about it. And this is that energy in these moments in time here. It's like God, Allah, the Most High is going to give you this opportunity to, there's going to be an out and there's a need for you to really take that, okay? That might be for like one or two of y'all, okay? So let's see this more from a broad standpoint, right? This energy has to do with you really persevering through things that is not serving you, especially letting people know, like I told you, that throat chakra, right? Unblocking that throat chakra and letting motherfuckers know how you feel. If you're not fucking with something, let somebody know. This is that energy in these moments in time. It's about you really releasing the stress off of you in these moments in time here and allowing things to just be as they are, okay? But like I said, going back to that whole situation, domestic violence or rape situation, I feel like this is like something like someone very close to you. I feel like you're either in a partnership that you once thought it was this. It was like you was deceived into it. It looked like this, but it really was on some other shit. This is that energy in these moments in time here. This is something that you're going to have to communicate. They keep saying communication. And to this matriarch energy here. This could be a mom, you know, sister, grandma. Whatever this energy is, this feminine energy, is going to give you some insight on how to get the fuck out. Who is it? What?
Can I have a water?
I don't know if there's enough for that, but you can take a look.
There's 2.
Alright, you can have one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anywho, sorry guys. Where was we at? Whatever this is, there's a need for you to unblock the the throat chakra. And it's your throat chakra is going to get you out of this situation or this current situation you're going through in your life, okay? I'm not going to tap into that energy too much because, get a personal reading if we need to really speak on that, okay? So if it comes up, we'll address it, but we're going to keep this on the road, right? Overall, this energy has to do with just making a decision to move forward, staying focused on your creator, really in this position of really mastering your surroundings, understanding the mirror effect when it comes to life. This is that energy in these moments in time. Some of you guys could feel real tired, real weary to really move forward, but you moving forward on this mustard seed faith, this is what's going to help you get closer to what you desire. This is that energy in these moments in time. As you really move forward through these cycles, you start to see how these changes are really coming into fruition, how you are really changing and evolving and growing and experiencing whole new parts of life, whole new parts of yourself that you didn't know you had. This is that energy. As we align with our truth and understand our truth, we get closer to who we are, okay? Let's keep moving forward. All right, what's below the collective? Yeah, this is you really being in this position of understanding your morals, your integrity, your values, what you believe in. Standing for something that you believe in, right? This is that energy, not allowing people to sway you off of your path, because you got to believe in something. Because if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything, right? This is that energy in these moments of time as you really tap out and really understand what you need and want in your life. This is that energy as you're grounding your truth in these moments in time here. Like I told you, some of you guys could be in this energy of really experiencing some dark, dark times in your fucking life. But God wouldn't give you what God has given you, situations that God has giving you, if you couldn't handle it. You got to understand the problems, the tribulations, the ups and downs that you're going through. You got to understand there's somebody in the world that can't handle that shit, but you can, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you really shift and grow and understand that everything is purposeful within your life, you'll start to understand your walk a lot more, right? This is that energy in these moments in time as we're really moving away from things that is not serving us, going within, understanding what we need to heal on as we're in this space of isolation. But when it comes to ascension, right? When it comes to this ascension process, you're going to have to experience the birthing pains of ascension. You're going to have to experience the birthing pains of evolution. You're going to have to experience the birthing pains of change, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's about us taking pain, suffering, humiliation to the fucking face, because that's how you become stronger. That's how you become wiser, right? This is that energy in these moments in time as we really move forward and understand what we need to understand in these moments in time as we get closer to the best versions of ourselves. This is that energy in these moments in time as we're really truly aligning with what we need to align with. This is that energy as you are following God. God is revealing you the path. God is showing you, hey, look, we need you to move this way. I know it looks a little shaky, baby, but this is the way we need to go. Do you trust me? Do you trust that I will not lead you astray? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you trust your creator, the more that your creator reveals its hand to you. This is that energy in these moments in time as we get closer to who we are and we start to embody that God body energy, that God body frequency. We start to see things change physically, tangibly in our lives, as we open up our trust in the divine, we strengthen that faith system within our most high in these moments in time. The more that you connect, the more that you see, the more that you grow, and the more that you experience. Okay, let's keep moving forward. This is overall. This is about you staying focused on the changes that is coming up upon in your life, despite what you're going through in your life. Even if you're going through that domestic violent situation, or suffering from a trauma from whatever rape or whatever a harassment you've went through. Okay, this is for those one or two people. This is here for you to, it's a part of your path, a part of your purpose, because you are going to be the voice for people who's been in situations like that, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. I'm sorry, y'all, this is starting to like look real flat, and I'm like having a problem with that. All right, anywho, sorry. Going back to the message here, this just has to do with us really connecting with who we need to connect with. This is really following the path that God is leading us, even though this is not even the reading, but it's really calling my name right now and saying counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Yes, this energy has to do with using the trials and tribulations within your life to teach somebody else how to get through that same situation. You get what I'm saying? This is that energy here. It's reach one, teach one, right? This is that energy. The more that we get closer to who we are, and we open our allowance to this change, and really take a look at that shadow aspect of ourselves, because we real people going through real fucking problems, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you can see, the more that you can experience, the more that you understand what you're experiencing. This is the energy you get closer to who you are. This is that energy in these moments in time. You can't be scared to go to the fucking dark side. You don't find your power in the light, y'all. I'm going to say that shit again. You don't find your power in the light. You find that shit in the dark. When it's dark, when you don't know where you're going, where you have to tap into your survival instincts. That's when you find your power. Right? I don't know what these motherfuckers been telling y'all. Right? Namaste, a couple sound bolts and a couple crystals is gonna heal your fucking problems? No. That's how you get in situations like fucking Nature Boy and shit. Right? This is that energy. No shade, no tea, no shade. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. You gotta know who you are. How do you learn who you are? Through the dark. Doing your healing in the dark, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Yeah. And that's true shit. That's true shit. This has to do with you tapping into that shadow aspect of yourself. You got to understand. Your shadow is going to reveal the true version of yourself. Right? Even looking at the shadow in general, when you stand outside and the light hits you a certain way and you got a shadow behind you, right? So that being said here, you can't outrun your shadow. That motherfucker's always with you. So that being said, your baggage, your wounds, your woes, your hurts, your demons, the shit that people don't know about you, that you don't let people see about you, that shit will stay with you until you heal it. Can't nobody save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You save your fucking self. Unless you're going to allow yourself to implode on yourself. Oh, is that the word? Implode? Right? I don't know. We'll use it today. Like a dying star, bro. Or destroy yourself. Self-sabotage yourself. Self-destruction. You, honey, will be your own demise if you don't handle your shit. if you don't handle your pain, if you don't handle your woes, if you don't handle the things that's been hindering your growth, your evolution, your fucking ascension process. But what does that require? Doing shadow work. That's what that requires. That requires you healing on your inner child, nurturing your motherfucking wombs, licking up your wombs, stitching yourself up, right? Not allowing fucking wombs to fucking leak, y'all. This is that energy. We're here healing. We're here healing, y'all. Dude, my nose is like really itchy, y'all. Sorry. This is about us understanding the power that we actually hold. Yes, healing is painful. It is. It's painful. It's equivalent. It's equivalent to breaking your fucking arm, y'all. It's painful to heal yourself. It's painful to take full accountability for your life. It's painful to say, hey, man, thoughts, decisions, and actions got me to where I'm at in my life. And I'm just going to have to accept that. But I don't have to sit in it. I can accept it and make these changes. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you do that healing, the more that you'll start to understand. You start to build yourself up. You start to see the best versions of yourself. You start to see who you truly are when you do that work in the dark. Because not many motherfuckers can go to their dark side and do the healing. They rather be namaste. Let's have a few crystals. Let's go on and meditate. Right? There's nothing wrong with those aspects, but if you're not going to your dark side, if you're not looking at your shadow and not doing that inner work, you're going to just continue to be a wounded individual. And we all see that, right? Like I said, no tea, no shade. Don't do your healing work, especially with the traumas that you have in your life. You'll end up on a fucking designated island with fucking Nature Boy. Okay? This is that energy in these moments in time, right? Because we're running away from fucking problems. And we live in the real world. And what is the real world? Real problems. Y'all, we got real problems. Right? Because half of the world runs away from their shit. They act like Ray Charles the shit. This is about you coming back home to yourself. Understanding what you need right now. Tapping into your own power, to your own ability to grow, shift, change, elevate, right? This is that energy you have in that Phoenix rising. But remember, how can you have this motherfucker when you look at the dark side? You don't find your power in the light, you find that shit in the dark. I repeat, you don't find your power in the light, you find that shit in the dark. Where it's dark, right? This is that energy really tapping into your truth and really going with the flow right now, because you're going through this confusion when it comes to this transition, but it's about you going to the dark side of things. What do I mean by the dark side of things? Going to those lower realms of yourself because they owe you some shit. You go down there and say that shit with your chest. You owe me my fucking life back. I'm not going to allow you to live rent free in my mind or in my motherfucking emotions or in my fucking heart. Okay? So you're going to have to move the fuck around. But it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to do that. Right? Because when you do that, that's when you're going to put a permanent ending to that shit. That's when you're going to shed the old shit. Shed your traumas, your tribulations, your challenges, your woes, your pains, your wounds. Because we're constantly always healing. We are. But we start to cope and really accept certain cycles that we've been through in our lives, and we understand that it was just a cycle within our life. It was a phase within our life that helped you be a better version of yourself, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. When you connect with who you are, you understand what you need as you're really searching, pulling deep, deep within yourself, that wish fulfillment. That comes from within. But how do you get that? From doing your healing. True shit. You can't half-step with your life. I say it all the time here. You can't half-ass your life. You can't half-step your life. Right? This is that energy. You're going to have to live it up. Pain and all. Right? Right. Let's keep moving forward. Advice. Yeah, this is about you accepting your folly and moving the fuck around. This is that energy in these moments in time, these tough cycles that y'all been going through in your life is coming to a completion, but it requires you, once again, doing that shadow work, pushing through that shadow work. Because y'all know over here on this side, all we about is shadow work. Over here, the fuck, doing that work, right? Looking yourself in the mirror saying, I fucked up. Right. This is that energy. It takes a certain level of strength to be able to do that. Look at yourself in the eye and say, hey man, I fucked up and I failed you. And I'm sorry. And I'm trying to correct my wrong. Right? Tell me how you feel after you do that. Right? This is that energy. Yeah, it might hurt a bit. It might sting a bit. But guess what? It's a relief because you let yourself know. You acknowledge yourself, the hurtful, the wounded side of yourself, that I fucking see you. And we are going to change this. We are going to heal this. And it's time for me to stop putting you on the back burner. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you move forward, the more that you manifest the best version of yourself. But how do you manifest the best version of yourself? Going to those trenches. True shit. Going in those trenches. Doing that work. Doing that groundwork. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. Next thing you know, you're going to become the best version of yourself. You know, at the end of the day, when it comes to your life, we can't allow the situations in life to burden us or take advantage of us or take over us or overtake us in these moments in time. It's about us really understanding what we're experiencing and working through that energy. This is that energy becoming emotionally mature as we maneuver through the world, as we shift things in the world, as we grow and as we expand and we see things for what it is. We start to see life for what it is. This is that energy. We start to break the mold, no longer allowing ourselves to be bound to any fucking any shackles or any fucking limitations that life, the world, people place upon us, not allowing other people, places, and things as projections to project on us, not living our life according to how society says you should live it, or according to how your mama says you should live it, your daddy, your husband, your wife says you need to live it, your friends say you need to live it, you live it for you. And if you're going to take any advice from anyone, it better be from God, how you need to live your fucking life, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, where humans having a human experience trying to figure this shit out. That's all it is. We're trying to figure this shit out because we didn't come here with no motherfucking manual. We didn't come here with we came with some guidance. We just got to tap into that. But we didn't start with no manual here. We was just thrown here to have this experience, to experience God on an earthly level. Right? Tapping into that fourth, fifth dimension. Right? From an earthly level. So that being said, bringing the physical and the spiritual together. But how do we do that? Healing those traumas, healing those wounds, those generational curses, those generational traumas that is within us by doing that shadow work. Because remember, your power is not in the light source. It's in the shadow. It's in the dark. When it's dark, that's when your survival instincts tap in. That's when you tap into that fight or flight, right? Right. This is that energy in these moments in time here. Because you get lazy in the light. When you know that it's all good, you end up getting lazy, right? This is that energy here. When it's dark and when it's gloomy, when you don't know where you're going, when there's uncertainty around and when there's doubt, scarcity, that's when you tap into that survival instinct, that fight or flight, right? This is that energy when you feel like you're in danger, metaphorically. That's when you tap into that fight or flight, right? This is that energy in these moments in time, taking the time to forgive yourself for what you tolerated in your life. This could be in love relationships. This could be in job, a business and career. This could be just in spiritual growth, feeling bamboozled spiritually, or because there's so much knowledge in the fucking world and shit, right? That was hidden from us. And when you find that knowledge within the world, when you find those jewels and those trinkets and shit like that in the world, you start to feel bamboozled. You do, right? Like, shit, this been here the whole time. I've been lied to, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's about you taking that energy and letting go of the judgments upon yourself. Seeing that the more that you work on yourself, the more that this personal internal conflict that you have starts to resolve itself. And you start to live more in emotional contentment. I see this happy ending as emotional contentment. We got 12. What's that reduced down to? 3. Ascended masters. Evolution, growth, understanding. So there's a lot of protection around the collective in these moments in time, okay? But it's about you really taking control of your life, understanding the harvest that you have, understanding that the life that you're creating in these moments in time here, but this requires you taking care of your mental. This requires you taking care of your emotional state. This requires you mastering your actions and behavior. This requires you, then you will manifest the best version of yourself. Then you will manifest the best life that you could possibly be. Then you could be the best version of yourself by doing that work in the shadow, by really sitting with yourself, forcing yourself to be by yourself and heal those wounds. Let that shit burn, right? Is that Meek Mill? Let that shit burn. Let that shit burn. I think that shit Meek Mill. Anywho, like, let it burn, bro. Let it burn. Point blank, period. Till that shit don't burn no more. Till that shit don't sting no more. That's how you fucking heal yourself. When you deal with the pain that hurts, you let it sting until it doesn't sting no more. This is that energy. That's when you start to heal those wounds. That's when you start to see differences in your life. That's when you start to come home to yourself. What is union? Home. Where is home? Where the heart is, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. We start to do that inner child healing. We start to unlock ourselves. We start to accept ourselves for who we are. We start to regenerate ourselves. We start to once again have that phoenix rising in these moments in time here. We start to burn with passion. We start to release this juggling energy when it comes to this facade. I feel like it's a facade. Like, this is like motherfuckers who say that they're happy, but they're really not, right? That's the energy that I'm feeling off of this Two of Pentacles. It's about us truly connected with who we need to connect with. Seeing things for what it is. And sometimes when it comes to life, you got to go without things. So that being said, when you cut certain things out of your life, you have to go without it. It's life after that, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. This might be lack. This might be you feeling asked out, feeling left out in the cold. Whatever this energy is here, it's about you taking that energy and really learning from that energy and really experiencing that energy, because you're going to gain your strength there. All right? All right, let's go to wrap this reading up with your message. All right, your message from the Law of Attraction deck is trust. I set my intentions and trust in my abilities to improve my circumstances. Yeah, couldn't wrap this shit up any better. This has to do with you not being scared to go to those dark places, not being scared to go to quote unquote hell, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, because true spiritualists understand that you go to hell. We've all been there, motherfucker, but we made the fuck out, right? When you're in your own personal hell, right? That's in your darkness. That's in your misery, dealing with your own fucking demons, right? Only you can heal. Can't nobody heal that shit for you, right? Because if so, we would be all healed motherfuckers, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. A lot of people don't like to go down there and really look there. They rather see themselves from a godly perspective and not see their shadow. Not see who the fuck they really are, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. You have a balance between them both. It's about you understanding the balance between them both to utilize to be the best woman you can be, to be the best man that you can be, right? This is about you going to that hell of yours and really cleaning up house. Let motherfuckers know what motherfucking time it is. And let motherfuckers know, bow down to a power that's greater than you. Right? But you can't be scared to move in that direction. You can't be scared where it gets hot and where it's very intense, where it requires a lot of energy, and where it requires a sense of unknown, feeling unstable, right? Because when you go through those, when you dive deep within those aspects of yourself, you start to feel uncomfortable. And what is doing something that you're not used to doing, it's uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Change is uncomfortable. Like we talked about here, man. You gotta understand, dog, like when it comes to life and what you're experiencing, this shit is like for real. We're having a real life experience with real life fucking problems, and motherfuckers be acting like we ain't got real problems in this bitch, right? We be dealing with real shit, with real traumas, with real tribulations, with real shit that was meant to break us, right? Right, it's about you taking your power back. How do you find your power? In the dark, not the light, right? Right. All right, we're going to end it there. We're going to close it there. Remember, all readings are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as go and drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord, okay? As well as stay tuned for those twin flame readings. Those are coming up right after this. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. In case I didn't say share these vids, okay? So I want y'all to have a good day. See you in a little bit, and bye-bye.